Hey guys, what's going on? Just want to make a video of something that I found that nobody's mentioned yet. If you go to Black Ops 2, and a lot of people are probably playing Black Ops 2 nowadays, and it's something that I kind of like thought was there a couple weeks ago, then I kind of finally saw it in the big picture, so to speak. Because like I said, I was thinking about like it's one of those things like a word search where you're like doing one of those word searches and you're trying to find the last word or trying to find a word and you can't find it, then you take a break and then you go back to it, then you can finally see it. So on the left hand side, I outlined, I guess it's Samantha, a face. I know it's not going to be a perfect face. I know some people are going to troll because they want to be a perfect face with perfect eyes and a perfect head and a perfect everything. But they're obviously not going to do that. Or it could be that I just traced it not as great that it could have been traced. So you see the head, an eyelash, like an eyeball, nose, mouth, and chin and neck. And the reason I said a couple weeks ago, I thought it was something, and I'm like, nah, that would sound crazy. Is I only saw this down here, if you see where the cursor is. I was like, that's a little head with a nose and a mouth and a long neck. I'm like, that neck doesn't look right. Then for some reason, I just today or yesterday when I was playing, I kind of like just saw it like an epiphany almost. Like I'm like, wow, the whole thing is a head, and you can kind of see how the way they shade the hair, like it's brushing backwards that way, and you can kind of see. I know like I'm saying, like I know the head isn't a perfect head forehead. You can kind of see maybe a little eyelid and eyelash there in the eyeball and the nose, and it comes down to a mouth and then a chin and then the neck. And if you see the whole thing like you see here, it's not going to be like a whole head and neck, obviously. It's just maybe the front part of it. And I left this there because I started to tweet it out, and I said to myself, like I don't give myself enough credit. Like I tweet stuff out, or I'll tweet it to maybe like some of the bigger name YouTubers, and that's about it. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just do a quick video. And sometimes I do figure this stuff out, and or like a couple weeks later, I'll make a video, and maybe somebody else beats me to it or something like that. So that was that first thing I wanted to show you, and then there was one also in Black Ops 3 really quickly, and this one I knew about back in about 2015 or 16. Did make a video about that, and this one I used a red um, pen, so to speak, as to trace it out. And if you're into Easter egg hunting, either in movies, cartoons, and video games like this, intro and outro cutscenes, whenever you see a spotlight or any type of light, it's meant for the viewer or the audience to look in that direction. I know for sure it's in Cloverfield. There's a scene where the monster's breaking down the bridge, and there's spotlights shooting from a helicopter shooting on the monster that you wouldn't notice that was there until you kind of follow the spotlight. Or in any movie there's a flashlight, maybe a lamp, a candle, and maybe the actor puts it down close to something. You're meant to like look in that direction. It's like symbolic. A lot of directors, I guess, do that. So whenever you see or you go rewatch an old movie and there's either a spotlight, a flashlight, or any type of light, you're meant to look in that direction. And same thing down here. You can pause it. You can kind of see I left it a little bit blank, so you can kind of maybe visualize it a little bit better, or you don't think I'm tracing something that's not there. The best reference is going to be the nose, which is like obviously like a triangular nose, and the head, and then the hair, and then the mouth, and then the neck goes here. So that's the one thing that's definite Easter egg. The second part of this video is just going to be something that I kind of noticed, and it's going to I want to get like people's opinion on it. Is like I've noticed it always, and then I guess recently this week and last week with the whole biodome moon stuff coming out, that was found the real location. I kind of always notices that I've noticed like now, like I always saw the pyramids there and there, but never made a reference to the biodome. I guess maybe I didn't play the map too much and I maybe just forgot about the biodome. But if you look where the O starts and it's like a rounded O, and then you kind of like can visualize it and it slopes down this way, you can kind of make out an outline of maybe a biodome. Definitely the pyramids are there, and that was added in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. I guess maybe because they were going to reference the moon a lot, especially with the Risendrock. And right here, I kind of just took some screenshots while I was playing from Revelations, and this is the real one in real life, the real biodome that was just kind of discovered this past week. So just to go back to it, like the pyramids are definitely there, and I wonder if it was thought about that that was going to be almost like the shape of a dome or the biodome. And then, like I mentioned, definitely in Black Ops 1, that wasn't there. This might be there a little bit. And maybe you can, no, the K would be kind of silly because you can't make the K any other way. Or maybe the A, the pyramid and the A. Who knows? Or it could have been more of like a rounded A. But I just wanted to put that there as a reference that in these it kind of went back to no pyramid. Maybe people never noticed it, but I just want to include it. I mean, I've always seen it there, just never really thought about the biodome. I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's why that looks a little bit kind of rounded. But I'm going to end it there. I don't want to drag on. Just some stuff you can kind of like screenshot it or kind of just look at it yourself. For this one, you can definitely go in the game. It's going to look a little bit better than I have here because this one I had to turn the light up. I mean, it's pretty dark now, but I had to turn the light up all the way just to kind of see some sort of an outline. But anyways, that's it. Something new you guys can look at. I'll see you guys later.